Good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. No matter what time this is reaching you, I hope it brings value into your life. Welcome to Wake Up with Richard. I'm Richard Galarza. Let's just jump right into it. I want to talk about gratitude. I want to talk about what it is and how to do it. And just to start off, when I started my journey, started reading the books, going to seminars and doing things to open myself up, I'm more of a logical thinker and not so much on the spiritual side. So when people talk about gratitude, they explain it in a spiritual way. I tried to do it, but I didn't understand. I didn't understand how to do it correctly. I did it so wrong, and I'll explain that now. So when I started, it's you gotta be grateful. You gotta tell people be grateful for the things you don't like in life and everything. And I just started saying I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for my manager who's a jerk. I'm grateful for my parents even though they did this and this and that. I'm grateful for all kinds of stuff. So I started just saying the words, and that's how it starts. And as you do it consistently with habit, a consistent habit every single day, multiple times a day, if you have the time, if you can, it doesn't take that long. It takes maybe a minute. You could do it while you're at work. Take go to the bathroom and start saying it, or whatever. Go walk out to your car if you do whatever. Take a little quick, 1-2 minute break. Talk about how grateful you are to get yourself. So the whole point is to get you in the right mindset for the day. Because, if you go to your job or something, or maybe your parents have done it, or, somebody in your job or one of your old jobs, when things weren't quite right, they weren't feeling good, they weren't in a positive mindset, what happened was, they'll be like, oh, what's wrong? Because you could tell that people aren't performing when their mindset's wrong. Somebody who's depressed is tired, all the time, lazy, or not trying as hard, not doing, not reaching the potential that they could, not putting forth the effort, not caring. When you're depressed, sad, or angry and everything, your mindset's in that negative zone. People can tell because you're not doing things. You can do the stuff that you need to do. Some people still do it and they're on this negative thing, but they don't do it to the level that they can, to their potential, right? They don't do it to the level maybe that they regularly do. If you're always in a negative mood, you won't know what you can actually do. So a lot of people don't understand. You don't know how good you can feel until you feel good. Right? So gratitude is a tool, is something that you can do with your brain to help you to get you in that positive thing, and then it gives you you get better rapport with people that are going to help you to feel better. Because if you're in a negative state, you're attracting people that are negative. Because, oh man, screw my job, screw my manager, and you're going to meet people that are like, screw my job, screw my manager. Because the people that are in that positive state don't want to hear that. They don't want to talk to you. Maybe they'll be like, oh no, and then walk away, or maybe your friends kind of creep out of your life after. Or maybe you creep out of some of your friends, like, because they're, okay, this dude's a little too negative, and for every level, you're going to see, oh, wow, you get to the next level, you're going to be like, wow, all right, I used to think I was good before, and my friends were good before, but now they're a little too negative. And then, boom, you get to the next level, the same, and then you're ready to, same thing. Okay, I thought this was good. I thought I was great. Oh my goodness, I was even better than before. And still, wow, now my friends that are here, they're negative to me, right? So boom, you hit and it just keeps going. And as you go up, and you pull away from it all that negativity, and it just makes life better. You attract positive people, you pull away from the negative people, and you just get better and better, and you start doing better. And that's where all these high performers are at and stuff. There's so much more to it, of course, but a huge part is getting your mind right, getting your mind in a positive place. So I want to jump into how to do it. There are so many different things. I think it was in The Secret, Rhonda Byrne said, when she steps out of bed, she puts one foot down. I am thankful. I am thankful. I am grateful. I am thankful. I am grateful. So she just every step she takes when she wakes up in the morning, she's just saying that over and over and over. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. So that was one of my first things that I learned, and it was wonderful, beautiful, and I learned from Tony Robbins and so many others as well over the past 6-7 years since I started on my journey. And gratitude has truly helped me, and just thinking about it, go back to that. Dealing with a negative person, dealing with maybe my wife's not in a great mood, but if I'm in that positive place, it's easier for me to not get offended, not get angry, and not do it. But if I'm already in a negative place, I'm already angry, tired, depressed, and everything, and I'm focused on those things. Because, I'll be angry, tired, depressed, but I'm more focused on what I'm grateful for. And I'm in a positive, and I feel positive. And it's a lot easier to deal with those negative people in your life, too. And it's a lot easier to not get sucked into those negative emotions deeper. Right? So, talk about the biggest thing that I would say is be consistent. Do it every day. Do it multiple times a day. It takes a minute. 1 minute, really quick. A quick minute. That's all it takes, and you could just, boom, I am grateful. I'm grateful for the boss. I'm grateful for my parents. I am grateful for, even more powerful than just being start with the stuff that you're actually grateful for. I'm grateful for my son. I'm grateful for, the fact that I have food in my belly, clothes on my back, roof over my head. I'm grateful. I am so grateful. I am grateful. I'm grateful for my wife. I'm grateful for, all those things. Then talk about the things that you're angry about or that make you sad and everything, and talk about being grateful, but do it with passion. Instead of I'm grateful for my boss. Or, I'm grateful for my shitty boss. If you say my shitty boss, you're putting yourself back into that negative thing. You're thinking about how shitty your boss is. And you really want to, I'm grateful for my boss because he teaches me how to deal with people that are not so easy to deal with. So, as I deal with somebody like that, I'm learning. I have to grow myself and everything to deal with this person. And so he gets me to my next level to deal with people like that. That's awesome. I am grateful. And I say it with conviction, and I say something that turns the negativity that I have for my boss or some sort of thing, maybe a test that's doing it, that's giving me anxiety, or giving yourself anxiety, something like that. Being grateful for it instead of saying, oh man, this test is giving me anxiety. It's like, I am grateful for this test because it is pushing me beyond my limits and giving me opportunity to grow. And so not just, saying it, I'm grateful for this test, giving it feeling, emotion, being strong with it. When I started, I was very, was always worried about what people would think about me. My wife and my kids included, my wife too included, like, oh, I don't want to say this in the mirror, my wife hear at me and stuff. But the less you worry about people outside of yourself, and the more you care about yourself and you come first, the higher levels you can achieve in life. There are levels to this thing. And when you stop caring about other people and you can just do what you got to do, which is, say that stuff in the mirror, say those motivational things while you're taking a run and you're not worrying about the people around you. Boost yourself up to keep yourself going. But a lot of people were like, oh no, people are watching me. I ran with my wife and she was saying the same thing. But if you're not worried about other people, you could do what you got to do. And right now, let's talk about doing the gratitude and doing it with feeling, with emotion in your voice. Motivate yourself to be grateful. Not just the feeling and emotion, but you got to change your words around. Oh, think about how you think about it, right? Think about this thing that's really got you in this negative place that, you're angry, you're sad, you're mad, you're frustrated. Oh, you're anxious, you're worried. What is this thing that's doing it? Think about all of them. You can write it down because it's so much easier to write it down and then think, okay, how could I put this in a positive? And when I started, I couldn't think of how to put these things in a positive. I kept reading the books. I kept going to seminars. I kept talking to people who were more positive than me. I kept listening to people that were more positive than me. And little by little, I started listening to how they were saying things, how they were doing things. And just by, you don't even have to talk to them, but seeing how, they actually do it, listening how they do it. Success leaves clues, and to be successful in positivity, everybody says, oh, positivity, and it sounds so ridiculous, but it can change your life. It can get you to the next level of yourself. Reaching your potential, make you feel better, make you happier. If you focus on gratitude, have a gratitude journal is another thing that you can do. But, writing down all the things you're grateful for, writing down the things that you're not grateful for, but in a way that makes you feel grateful. What is a way I can, oh my goodness, what is a way I can think of this boss, let's do it. I am grateful because he gives me an opportunity to deal with with people that I can't deal with right now. He's so like, whoa, okay, but in the bad way. He's so, oh my goodness, but he gives me the opportunity to deal with people like that. And by giving me the opportunity to deal with people like that, he brings me to my next level. Because if I can deal with people that crazy, that negative, that angry, that much of a jerk or whatever, then wow, think of the opportunity, the person I could become, and all the people I could deal with that are not as bad as him after that. It's like lifting weights, If I'm lifting, this guy, like dealing with this guy is like lifting, 100 pounds. I deal with somebody who's like lifting 50 pounds. 50 pounds is easy once you can lift 100 pounds. 10 pounds. These people are like, oh, they're a little bit negative. They're a little bit of a jerk. A little bit. That's easy to deal with. So everything becomes easier below that. So he gets me to the next level. And I'm so excited for that opportunity to grow to my next level. And it's all about my growth in life. Everything, what I see is how I can grow. My son won't eat his vegetables. Okay, this is a chance for me to grow. Boom, I read on the books on communication, persuasion, negotiation, sales books, which are just which teaches me better communication skills. Sales books teaches me how to be a better father instead of being like, you better eat your vegetables. No, I learned, learn some stuff. And the last thing I do is negotiation. Negotiation is like the last tier for me. I don't want to have to negotiate with my child. I want him to know that I'm still a boss and he's not running things and that he's got to do everything. But, maybe persuasion. All right, here, look. And put the phone in front of him, have him watching YouTube, and then feed him during that. Boom, there's that. Or, maybe just have him sit on the couch and everything and do something and feed him while he's running around. And, little by little he starts doing. And if I continue to do that every day, which I do and stuff, he starts eating his vegetables, eating the foods that he wouldn't eat before. And he does that. I also don't give up. I don't give up and say, oh, you know what? Okay, I'll give you the candy bar just so you have something, or I'll give you this. I'll put all the sauce on it. I don't want my son to have all that sauce on, all this stuff. I want him to eat healthier, less, not adding salt and sugar and stuff now, and getting him used to that now, because that creates habits. If I get him used to eating without all that, then and having a bland, thing, it makes it easier for his life, where he doesn't need all that, and he doesn't eat for taste. He eats to live. And that's what I want my son to, and he'll enjoy the taste. He'll enjoy it because he's built up the habit and likes it that way. And so he won't have all these problems that we all have, that I have gaining weight and this and this and that. So these are all things I think towards his future. So be grateful. Keep yourself in a positive mindset. Write down the stuff that you're not grateful for, that you're in it, that gets you in a negative mood, whether it's a person, place, thing, your job, your boss, your parents, your spouse, and everything. And think about how it helps you in a positive way. How does it get you to your next level? How does it, how does it make you better? How can it impact you in a positive way? What can it do? And if you don't know what it is, you can message me on Instagram at Wake Up with Richard, and DM me, and I'll be happy to help you out with changing the things that are negative in your life, and helping you to become grateful. I would love to help you out. So DM me at Wake Up with Richard on Instagram, and I'd love to help you out. Have a beautiful, powerful, wonderful day. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Peace, guys.